I forgot I ended this game with 666 coins. What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to Danganronpa. I'm going to show off School Mode. It's about time, right? School Mode is a what-if scenario that you unlock after beating the main game.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Welcome to the enchanting Dangan Academy, purely prismatic souls. Yeah, this game is really weird. This is what I would consider a collect-a-thon game. Now, I'm going to be getting more into the mechanics when we finally get into it, because I can't tell you how many hours I have actually sunk into this minigame. Because if you've ever played a game that has to do with alchemy, or anything that has to do with collecting materials to make a bigger material in a time limit, that's what type of game this is. Now, a lot of you have been asking, what's School Mode? I'm finally going to show that to you. What are those trip tickets that you saw in the final Social Links episodes? You're going to see those. I also saw Monokuma in the credits. What's up with that? Dangan Academy is exactly where you need to go. So let's go ahead and start this brand new what-if scenario. Oh, always in English. Now, here's something a little interesting, and I didn't actually know this because I normally finish, but I had a game halfway through, and apparently you can carry over the data and begin again. But you know what? I'm actually not going to carry over any data. I want to start out fresh and new. Hopefully that's what this means. The following data will be carried over. Personal effects, collection, cleaning level. No, we're not going to carry over anything. Yes, I'm going to start all over from the beginning, and gotta show it as if I was playing it for the first time. Oh my gosh, I'm getting deja vu. What could this tall building be above the suburbs? The center of the world. The most prestigious academy in the world. Hope's Peak Academy. Never heard of it. Now you're going to notice a lot of similarities between the beginning of the regular game and the beginning of this what-if scenario. It all has to start the exact same way, and you'll know when it starts to stray off. They actually do give you the option when you start over, because you can take anything that you got from the original game. That you aren't allowed to keep items, but you are allowed to keep stats. And you'll see what I mean when we actually get into it. But you actually have the option to skip this, which I might actually just kind of speed through this a bit more, because nothing has changed here. This is all the same dialogue that we have from the original beginning of the game. But as soon as we start getting into the weirder side, then I'll back off. I should also mention that if you missed out on any social links, yes, this is what you want to go with, especially when I mentioned at the beginning of the main game that it was impossible to get a max social link run your first time through. And this is where they make up for it. This is so you don't have to go back and reload chapters like I was doing. And this makes it so that you can leisurely collect the rest of the social links.
Hey,
Well, yeah, surprisingly. Kind of passed out when I got into Hope's Peak and then woke up. And surprisingly, I know who you are, and you know who I am.
are you for real?
Oh my gosh, it's really weird seeing everybody again. Yeah, I kind of passed out. Sorry, Junko.
Huh.
Please don't blame me. They're kind of giving you the Cliff Notes version of what happens in the prologue of the game, just to speed it up a bit. I also noticed they automatically assume you played the game first, which You had to have.
Hey, come on.
That's why everybody's names are all already filled in. Why don't you wake my ass up, man?
Well,
I mean, what else are we gonna do around here?
and...
Indeed.
God, I miss this cast. I mean, I'm still having fun playing through Danganronpa 2 for you all.
You hear
But
me?
taking this sidestep back into the first game, it's really cool. Everybody's back. It's probably nothing, Makoto. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Oh my gosh, look, everybody's here.
Hey there! Howdy! Hello! Is everyone here? Good! Then let's get things rolling!
And so our torment begins.
I am Monokuma!
I am a mascot!
And I am this school's headmaster. Nice to meet you all.
Pleasure's all mine.
Listen up!
Uh-oh. What can we do for you, Headmaster? You mean it isn't? Well, what are we gonna do? You look a bit down in the dumps, Headmaster. Oh, so that was a lie? Come on, Monokuma. We can help you get your groove back. That's a good way to explain it.
So,
Why is that?
In an alternate reality, we already knew this.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, come on, you're not used to it by now? Weird things happen. I just keep reliving the same timeline over and over and over again.
This is kind of depressing.
And every time you yell and scream saying there's a talking teddy bear! Wow! That's great! Post me! Can you check to see if this mode was in the original game? Jeez! You're in such a depression. Come on, Monokuma, buck up! You mean sloppily written, or...?
Come on.
That's kind of clever. What, you gonna put us to work? Is that what you're saying? I think he's gonna put us to work, Makoto. Well, I mean, come on, man, cheer up. It can't be all bad. Think of your white side. Maybe he forgot the rest of the game.
Go! Got it!
Taka, you just need to just calm down a bit.
Uh-huh.
Your backups? Like your stunt doubles?
Are you okay with this?
Should I be afraid?
Hey, come on now.
All right, so just in case something happens to you, I guess.
Huh?
Do you have to have backups?
In other words,
It is in case of emergency. But what do you think is going to happen to you?
Hey, you bastard!
I mean, unless you're talking about, like, Mondo throwing you halfway across the room and you exploding, but that would never happen.
Hey, listen!
What are you?
Indeed.
I mean, just as long as you don't provoke us. I mean, we're like animals. You provoke us, we attack. I'm talking to a stuffed animal.
unbelievable. What?
What? No way! I never would have guessed.
Barrett!
So, as soon as you break, game's over.
Huh?
How strange.
But I want to start my school life, just as long as I don't have to hurt anybody. Oh no, if we break the original Monokuma, school life is over.
Hey, come on.
I was just thinking about that, and it happened to be Mondo who said it.
Come on!
I mean, I think we can take care of ourselves. There's 15 of us around here. We can make do.
Oh.
Celeste, you bring up a good point. Monokuma, why are you afraid of breaking?
Now I'm really angry!
He knows everything! The game, it never forgets! Oh no. Makoto, we have a Class A fourth wall breaker!
I can't wait! I can't wait!
And here's your objective for your school life.
What?
It's a big what-if scenario that says, what if Monokuma didn't start the school-killing life? What if he just wanted you to build stuff for him?
Come on.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
A bunch of new, awesome bonus features.
If you please.
We're gonna build models stronger, better, faster, and more amazing than the original. I don't know, you do make a good plushie.
Just hold on.
Better watch it, Monokuma.
You guys!
Do we really want to help you, though? I mean, look at you.
Well,
It's like we already knew this, but drawing a blank.
No way.
Yeah, good luck with that. Did you forget the part already where all the windows were barred and there's a giant door blocking the way?
Hey! Hey!
Game's reading my mind again. We are imprisoned here to be workers for Monokuma.
Hey!
Oh, Junko, please don't attack Monokuma. Hopefully you remember the pain of the past.
let's see.
And while I'm saying pain of the past, it's good to see you again, Mukuro. As Junko.
Ooh. Too bad.
Break it apart, use the pieces to make society better. Done deal.
Stop fucking around. You son of a bitch.
Hey, you bastard!
Hey, hey! Are you sure?
Guys, this is the part where you say no.
Huh?
We are introduced to the ultimatum. Either we make new Monokumas as backups, or we start killing each other. That would never happen. It never happened. Never. They only speak of this treachery on Jabberwock Island, and we're nowhere close to that. Your joke's not stupid. You're stupid!
Just a second. What the heck?
Unbelievable.
It's hilarious seeing this, knowing what we already know.
I don't believe it!
What if we're all the bears and you're the human? Imagine that.
What are you gonna do? Now then. Yes, indeed.
Ah! Spoiler alert! Nobody look.
Actually,
Interesting.
isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, it's actually funny you bring it up. Yeah.
Aw.
Right, he did mention escaping.
Yes, indeed. Now then.
There we go. There's your new objective. Make the models, make them right, and you'll be able to escape.
Of course.
Now, there are a couple endings to this whole scenario.
I can barely contain myself.
One where you complete all the backups and you complete them correctly. Another one where you don't quite make it. And I'll actually have to check to see if there's an ending where you get absolutely none of them right. Do you double as Dr. Killgood? You know what? That's a great question.
Boy, tough crowd. Now then. Hold on just a second.
All right then, we're delaying the inevitable. So this is just a fake school life until we build your backups. Then we get to the real good stuff.
Well now.
Well, that was new. At least we don't have to kill each other. It's just a waking nightmare. No worries.
I mean, seriously?
Strange. This seems a lot easier than what we had to do in another reality.
It would seem.
I mean, it doesn't seem that difficult, but to build something that advanced...
In other words,
Right, right. Yes! That is the main thing we are working towards. If you get all the models built, all the backups done correctly, we will be able to escape the academy.
are you okay with this? Honestly.
Look, he needed the help. We answered the ad. We're the best and brightest. We can build some backups.
What should I do?
You're never gonna believe this.
Listen.
However,
You're serious?
Seems like...
Don't say overkill. Or plausibility. It's gonna take me at least a day to explain everything that happens in this game. I believe at this point, we should just accept it. The real plot goes way out there. I mean, which would you rather have? You want to build stuff, you want to kill people?
Hey!
Every single one of us has said that, and then we find out.
Listen to me! Quiet down and listen! Got it! Shit.
Yeah, at the mercy of a stuffed animal of all things. Oh, and you will. You will lower yourself down to our level, and we'll get to work.
Oh.
You know, I always thought her statement about adaptivity was really funny in the original game.
Let's see. Actually...
Yeah, now that I think about it, knowing how this game ends, I really don't want to go outside. If the world truly did end. We can't know for sure.
That's fine.
Byakuya, I have missed you so much. I really don't want to tell you what happens to you in your future.
You hear me? Got it! Listen to me!
We're actually going to finally have a peaceful communal life. It's about time. Well, we originally came here to, you know, be the best and brightest. And now we're being forced to work. Cool. Again, it's better than killing each other. So what do you guys think? You think this is a good way to spend our school life? Building Monokumas?
Hey,
You know, that's a good question. Is he gonna give us instructions or just have at it?
Actually,
Right, he just came in, stomped down the door, and said, "You're making copies of me."
did you call for me?
Alrighty then. He has a tendency of doing that. The audience would have gotten bored.
Phew.
I know this game reads minds. No, I agree with that.
Well now. What?
That's your time limit for this game. Now, he wants different backups consisting of different materials that you need to collect. At the end of 50 days, the game's over.
Wah?
Oh my gosh, you're preaching the truth, Monokuma.
What? What?
Yeah, that's the fun part, Mondo.
So it would seem. Yes, indeed. What?
I wish it were that easy. But then again, that would spoil the fun.
Hey!
He must have more! I must see more of me! He's expecting the worst. I mean, we could do it right now. It's not like you have weapons that can shoot from the ceiling or something.
Oh,
I might as well call it Spear Gungnir.
just a second.
Alright, who's falling for it?
Huh? This is kind of depressing.
We're making the stuffed animal cry, guys. Keep it up.
Hey, come on.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Here's where your secondary time limit comes in.
Wah?
Not only do you have 50 days to complete the number of backups that he wants, you have a certain amount of time to complete a specific backup. So what Monokuma is actually going to do, and chances are he'll explain it here in a second, is he is going to give you instructions with materials that you need to build the specific backup that he wants. Now, with that, you have a time limit for each specific backup. And at the end of that time limit, he will see if you have the materials and actually have it built, and then you'll either get a congratulations or an amazing failure. Ha! That's funny.
Yes, indeed.
I'm sorry, that was dark. You shouldn't have said that. Chihiro, you have no idea. Actually, it's not as bad.
it can't be.
Too bad.
No, nothing. That's just to hammer home that this what-if scenario has absolutely no killing. If you do not complete your backup, that's it. You just get
Are you
yelled at,
sure?
a little slap on the wrist. You're not going to get the best ending, though, and that's what the game wants you to get.
What?
It wants you to get all the materials and be able to escape.
I can barely contain myself.
All right, first assignment. Here's what you're going to be doing for the next 50 days. Monokuma will give you a specific type that he wants to be made. And then he will give you a list of materials that you need to get. And that's pretty much it.
What the heck?
Collect materials and build things. I love doing this because I don't know what it is about me in collectathon games, but I just love having this strict time limit, having to get materials. This is why a lot of games that have to do with alchemy and item collecting, I love those types of games.
What the heck?
It doesn't specifically have to be alchemy, but stuff like crafting in games. I love being able to do that.
And
Hey,
And that's another fun thing about this one. You actually have to go to the
Isn't
different
it
locations
wonderful?
in the school to find those materials.
yes, indeed.
This is how they will be shown. You go around the different locations of the school, and again, once we're let off our leash, I'll be able to show this more in depth. But you need to collect a specific amount of materials and the material itself. So In this case, we need 1 marble slab, 3 aluminum cans, and 2 chisels. And after that, we need 2 bags of screws, 2 wrenches, and 5 chisels. Now, the way this gets more complicated is sometimes you need smaller materials to make a bigger material to make the thing you actually need to make. This is actually a really good example of how to introduce you to that. We can't do anything yet. I'll get into that once we're let off our leash. But here's a good example of what we need. So right now we have the 2 bags of screws, 2 wrenches, and we have 7 chisels total, but we only need 5. Now, we cannot make the Monokuma Casanova because we need to make the Greek statue. Well, where is that? All the way over in processed goods. This is where you need to take smaller materials and make the bigger materials. So we need, for example, 2 music scores, 1 sack of marbles to make the secret book of poems. But right here, we can take the 1 marble slab, 3 aluminum cans, and we only need 2 chisels for this one. We have 2 extra. We can make a Greek statue, and then come over. And now we have all the materials we need. You'll know because it's all lit up. The name isn't darkened anymore. And then we just make Monokuma Casanova. Oh, you're looking so dapper, my friend. Look at you. And now we're introduced to trip tickets. This is something you guys wanted to know about. And once we actually get out into first-person mode, which you saw at the final social links of the game, I'll show you what trip tickets actually do. I guess Monokuma's gonna try to do it, too.
Hey!
Don't take my job away from me. Actually, Hifumi, it's funny you bring that up. Because if you don't know how to basically overtake this game, it is actually difficult to get all of the models made on your first playthrough. And I'm going to try my best to show my strategy on how to get this done in one sitting. Because there's a catch to getting all these materials. And I'll show you, again, once we're let off the leash. Yeah, Monokuma, it's not going to be as easy as it sounds, huh?
What are you gonna do? Well?
Yeah, I can handle that much. I think we're good on this.
Yes, indeed.
Alright, fine. You don't have to do anything.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds like the best plan, Owie.
You're getting all riled up.
We're gonna change the future, guys! Yeah, that's one aspect that they haven't touched on yet. You can actually have your characters get tired.
Oh,
That is something that actually gets in the way of you collecting materials.
It's true.
And another thing, again, just adding more complexity to this once simple game,
Yes, indeed.
you also have a special meter for cleaning. You need to keep this place clean, or else Monokuma is going to take an entire day that you could have used getting materials and have you clean the entire school. Yeah, to quote Leon there, it is a pain in the ass.
Now then.
So we need to clean, collect materials, and make sure none of us just die from exhaustion. Let's take a look at our brand new concept is the exact same thing! The Monokuma Casanova. So he's given us the example on how to do it, so now we need to apply what we know, and just make another Monokuma Casanova. We have 5 days. Normally we'll have more, but for now we just have the 5 since this is the easiest one. Here in Personal Effects, you can actually use materials to make consumables. These can go with healing exhaustion. Some of them can help increase your levels. Here are the different goals that you can get. There's quite a few Monokumas that you can make. You won't be making them all in the same playthrough, so you'll have to keep going rounds and eventually unlock all the Monokumas. You don't have to, but it's good to have. The tools here, as soon as we make all of the tools, it will make your life so much easier to make. The tools are essentially things to make the game easier and not as stressful. It's going to be really stressful once you're starting the game, but it does eventually get easier. And here's a list of all the processed goods that we make, so just in case you forget how to make it, you can come down here, just take a look at what it is. I guess the recipe is just in the other ones, and here's all the raw materials. If you're a completionist, you're going to try to get all of these filled out. Me, I'm probably not going to do that. I will do my best to get all the Monokumas, so I'll have to play through this a few times. And over there, on our characters, you can actually see their level of work and level of clean. The higher their level of clean, the more they will actually fill up that meter right at the top of cleanliness. If you have people with high cleaning power, I would suggest putting them on cleaning duty first. You need to have a bunch of workers who are higher level than most to go get materials, because the higher your material level, the more materials you will get, and it will also make it easier to find rare items. And I bet you can guess that a lot of the materials that you'll need for some of the last models are very, very rare. So our goal right now is to make the Monokuma Casanova. We need that Greek statue, screws, a wrench, and a chisel. Now right here, the tools. These are things I would suggest making right off the bat. In fact, the one I would say for you to do first is the high-tech mop. You can get this one first because it's easier to make, because you just need a dust cloth and antiseptic solution. But the high-tech mop is a godsend. It takes forever to make, because you can see we need 20 of those dust cloths, and we need to make a pie calculator. But it is so helpful. Another thing that I would suggest that you should make right off the bat is Coke bottle glasses. Based on how much you work, your people will get tired. But with the Coke bottle glasses, they will get less tired and are able to do more work. Now, how do you get a raised level? Doing more of the same thing will help you raise your level, and hopefully after this first material collecting, we'll be going up a level or two. Here you have consumables, so this will give you your health back, make it so that people aren't as tired. This is a really good item that you should probably go for right off the bat. This way, if people look tired, you can bring them back to life immediately. A spirit bomb. Hyper is something I hope to show up here soon, but basically they will work double time if you give this to a specific person. So a really good item to have. A non-sensu bean. That's not a reference to anything, or is it? A non-sensu bean will restore people from pure exhaustion. If somebody is tired, they will not work that day. So you need to use a non-sensu bean to bring them back, or just wait a couple days. And let me tell you, it makes it that much harder when you're not having everybody, on their A game. When you don't have everybody, it makes it difficult. Right here, you can get the Cleaning Maestro in the cheat sheet. Those will raise your levels automatically. And if you are having trouble and you have a few extra materials, I would suggest making one of these cleaning devices. Feather duster, small vacuum, big vacuum. That will actually cure or help you clean, so it won't be as difficult. And now, let's set our tasks. I don't know why I like this type, but I do. So there's 3 different types of things you can do. You can collect, so you can send people out to work. You can clean, which is clear as day. You can raise your cleanliness. Or you can rest people. If you see their icon at a yellow or a blue, tell them to go to sleep, because you do not want them essentially dying. And there's a good example of what they can be at health-wise. So everybody's at large right now. They're doing really well. If you put them in the hyper mode, they'll work double time. Medium, it won't slow down any of their stats. That just shows they are getting tired, and you do not want them at 0. It would be terrible. We're going to try to get to max level 9. I doubt it'll happen in this playthrough, because I'm going to have to play this multiple times to show off everything. And pretty simplistic controls. Let's get this done. Alright, so now you see you can go to different people and cycle through all of the different places that you can go to. Now, since we have already made one Monokuma Casanova, it's actually showing us where these specific materials are located, and they'll have a little flag next to it saying that you need to go there. And the rest of those question marks you're going to have to fill out in your own time. So I would suggest, first thing, since we don't have to worry about cleanliness right now, send one person to each place. Let's just say the guys are going to do this first, because I want to broaden their horizons, and anybody who's at a level 2, I want to try my best to get them to a higher level. And the girls are going to do the exact same thing, but opposite. And I think with the last few that I have, I'm going to send them to hotspot places. So I'll send Aoi and Toko to the art room, because that has chisels and marble slabs. This will give me a better chance of getting them. Let's see, Kyoko, you can go to the physics lab. And Sayaka, you can go there to get the aluminum can. And I think, Junko, I will actually have you go to the classroom, because then you can get a bag of screws. So once you have everything ready, begin, and watch them go! We are now getting the materials we need. I think we've already got most of them, which is very helpful. And the list is going to keep going. You only have a specific amount of time that you can work. And Monokuma reaches the finish line, and that's it. You are done for the entire day. You can go through and see what all you got. I'm going to try my best to fill out everything for all of the rooms. Like I said, there are rare materials, so some of them won't show up until, you know, you're really digging there, and you have raised their level and people are really good at finding things. So we got an amazing amount of things here. And that is day 1.
Well now.
If you can believe it. And here is where the game kind of shines, in my opinion, because the game knows it can't be 100%ed as far as the social aspect is concerned. And this is where the trip tickets come in as well. Right, Monokuma wants us to deepen bonds.
Hey,
We need to make friends. And if we don't make friends, well, we're just a bastard, aren't we? I might have a quick second. What do you have in mind? Right, he was talking about trip tickets and the social aspect of the game. Exactly. This is where you can complete all of your social links. Right, they're exactly in the main game, and they're actually to a point where if those characters had survived to Chapter 5 and onward, they know everything. I mean, yeah, I know, it's really strange. I love school mode. It's the greatest idea ever to a social game like this. I will take my time. Now, if you have no more social links to take care of, I would still suggest going to meet with somebody. If you want to speed up the process, and what I do when I need to speed through the game again, I will actually say I don't want to spend time with anybody, and that'll be the end of it. If you press the triangle button, you can actually just warp to the person you want to go talk to. And you'll notice one special person is actually Monokuma that you can talk to. This will help explain trip tickets. Oh, when you're in your Monokuma Casanova, I just can't say no. Alright, fine, don't. Oh, you dirty, dark-sided whore bear. Oh, thank you. You can see what? What do you see, Monokuma? Aw, people like me. Yeah, I guess. Here are what trip tickets do. They make people like you. And we're going to take a look. If you ever want to see how people like you, just go talk to Monokuma. Now, right now, nobody likes us. Okay, yeah, go figure. Now, the difficult part of trip tickets, and why they are actually so important, and why you want to complete the models on time. Trip tickets are used to raise people's love of you. As soon as they reach that top spot, you will get a special ending specifically for them after beating the main game. It also doesn't help that you have to do all of them. You can't do them all in one sitting. This will take multiple playthroughs. But you need to get everybody's special ending in school mode to get 100% items. I'm not going to tell you what the items are, but in my opinion, they are totally worth your time. Just for the gag.
Well?
I mean, not a lot of people know me, really, unfortunately. I want to show them a good time. I want to take them to places they like. Okay, I'll do that. I think that was a typo. Gosh. Alright, I wouldn't mind some confessions from some of these people. Just as an example, I don't know who I'm going to go with, but I do want to show something. When I did the final social links, I did finish everybody's report card. Look at that completion. I love being able to see that. So now that I have reset, all the social links are done, and this is when you would do them. How about Best Girl? Let's see where Best Girl is. You'll see them all over the place. You can't miss them. And there she is. Hi, Best Girl. And here's where you can either advance the social link or use a trip ticket. I'm going to go ahead and use one. And now you have a choice. This being an example, I won't be taking her to her favorite spot. Everybody has a favorite spot. If you take them to their favorite spot, they will ask you a question, you answer it correctly, and there you go. So how about, well, what would Kyoko like? How about the music room? I actually need to go research this a bit more. I know they all have a place that they love. Well, let's see if she likes this. This place is pretty awesome. What should we do? Let's see. What would be a good answer for her? I think this room might be haunted. Maybe we should go somewhere else. I'm a big fan of music. Kyoko, are you a big fan of music?
It's true.
You'll know you did something right. I don't believe you'll actually hear a chime. You will actually just go based on what they say. And, of course, their visual expression. If they look pissed off, you didn't do it right. There's your other indicator. Depending on what Makoto says. I believe at one point, if you get it so wrong, he said, yeah, they didn't have fun. Aw, you like me! Please say yes. Damn it, indecisive.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, I think we should. Let's get out of here.
This is a school announcement. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
I think that was actually a different reading. And yeah, that's a lot of cleanliness down. I think you only have like 5 days worth of cleanliness to work off of, so you're going to have to start cleaning. And here's a good example. When you start the day, if somebody comes up and talks to you saying they're feeling awesome, that is a free hyper mode. So Aoi's feeling amazing this morning. She is going to work twice as hard, and we're actually going to use that to our advantage.
Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, Monokuma, you're a doll. Sometimes Monokuma will feel very, very generous and give us special items. They can be healing items, they can be cleaning items. So right now we got 2 cleaning maestros, and that's the best thing I could have asked for. I was actually going to send Aoi on cleaning duty today. Let's see, can we actually build this yet? We've got 2 bags of screws, not enough chisels, so I'll go more for those. And we need 2 wrenches. And what do we need to make... where is it? The Greek statue. Oh, we need chisels all over the place, so today is going to be basically chisel day. But there's one more thing I want to work on kind of in the background. I'm actually going to try to make the Coke bottle glasses. So we need tons of screws, tons of tree branches, and pen lights. We've got a lot to work towards, but that's not important right now. What's important right now is checking everybody's stats. People aren't doing too good. What I tend to do is actually, when they're at yellow, put them on cleaning duty. And I might actually have Aoi help with materials today since she's feeling so good. And now I've got people who are on cleaning duty. This should be good enough to at least get us at a comfortable position. And Aoi, I think I'm going to have you go into uncharted territory. Toko, you can stay there. Junko, I want you to help out Toko. Let's see, Kyoko. I'm trying to think of what else I needed for those items. Kyoko, how about you go into... Oh, wow. Alright, you two will go into uncharted territory. Makoto... Yeah, go ahead and get some wrenches. We also needed plenty of chisels, so Byakuya and Mondo, you can go there. And Leon, I am actually going to have you go here. And, yeah, that'll be good. I've got one person going into the garden. Got 2 people in the nurse's office. Yeah, this should work. Let's see if I can get some brand new materials. I love that. Just Aoi in hyper mode is probably one of the funniest things. She's on fire! By the way, make use of that fast forward button. There we go. You gotta love the ability to fast forward. So, today we only got 1 chisel, really? Oh, that sucks. Alright, we're gonna have to step up our game and get all those chisels that we need. I might send everybody who's willing and able to get those. A lot of people are gonna have to go to sleep, which is pretty bad. But I think we did good today. Now that Kyoko likes us, let's see how she's doing on the love meter.
Now then.
Yeah, let's see how we're doing. Now, just as my personal playtime, oh, that did really good. She really liked our meeting together. I would say, on average, people can get about 3 to 4 people's endings per playthrough. This takes a lot of time, a lot of reloading saves, just in case you piss them off. And we're doing pretty good on Kyoko, and that's what the trip tickets do.
Well,
It's mainly just an extra form of social linking that can get you a really interesting ending at the end of school mode, and one of the required items for 100% completion. And that's all I am going to show so far in school mode. We're definitely going to come back and I'll show you the different Monokumas, a bunch of different styles of work, and I will show you completion, non-completion, and the endings. So I'm basically going to be doing this all off screen unless something comes up. And next time on Danganronpa, we are going to finish up school mode and hopefully get people to like us. Fingers crossed. I will see you guys next time.
Danganronpa.